Roblox has uncensored these crazy usernames, Roblox Mobile is completely broken, games are destroying Roblox, and more insane news today. And if you're new, most of you aren't subscribed, so please subscribe to help us reach 4,000 subs. Thank you, and let's get right into it. Our first is to start with the fact that Roblox randomly uncensored a bunch of inappropriate usernames. And I'm not talking about how usually, like in the past, we've seen Roblox accidentally break the chat filter, and then a bunch of inappropriate accounts get made, and then they get banned in like a day. I'm not talking about that. Old accounts that had a bunch of bad words and swearing in it, like super old accounts that were banned years ago, are now getting unbanned, which is pretty insane. Let me just show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so RTC News here for us saying 2 accounts banned over a decade ago for a username were recently unbanned. And as we can see here, the first one has the F word in it just straight up, and then the other one has the S word or the A word in it. And as he mentioned in the tweet, these accounts weren't made recently. They were made over like 12 years ago, and Roblox randomly unbanned them for some reason. You know, they were banned for so long and then they unbanned them. And it doesn't actually end here, because right after this tweet, a lot of people are starting to realize that it's not just these 2 accounts. A bunch of other old accounts that have super inappropriate names and usernames and a lot of swearing in them are also getting unbanned. RTC News followed up by saying, "We've confirmed an increase in reactivated bypass accounts in recent months, likely stemming from a legacy moderation issue that has affected cookie IP ban accounts from 2009 to 2009. And as we can see in this tweet, there's a bunch more accounts now that have super inappropriate usernames. And most of these accounts either have a bunch of swearing in them or just a super inappropriate phrase. And there's so much of them popping up right now. And obviously everyone's wondering like what's going on, how is this even possible? A lot of people are saying that it's like a Roblox employee's fault and stuff like that. But RTC kind of followed up by saying that it's most likely due to just like a moderation error where they randomly unbanned these accounts, because it does seem kind of weird. Like, how does accounts, especially accounts like these, randomly get unbanned? It's very weird what's going on. But we have seen in the past where moderation does weird stuff with accounts. Like, if you guys remember like a month ago now, there's a big glitch going on with Roblox where they said every old account just came online. So if an account wasn't online for like years, it would randomly just say online a week ago. And then because of that, a lot of people thought their accounts got hacked. So we have seen Roblox accidentally do stuff with old accounts in the past. And I guess somehow they unbanned them, moderation unbanned them. I don't really know how that works. But here's where it gets even more interesting, because not only are usernames like these and accounts like these getting unbanned, but over the last few days, so much inappropriate phrases and words have been unbanned from the chat filter. It's kind of insane what's going on. And every day I've seen like a new post about new words getting unbanned. So a few days ago, it was these words, which don't seem that bad, but I'm pretty sure if you translate them, it's like an inappropriate phrase. And then from that, these words, which I'm not going to say out loud, but all those type of words, they completely uncensored, which obviously is a bit weird for Roblox to just allow that stuff. And also I'm pretty sure other stuff relating to this, which I'm not going to say, have been unbanned as well. And there's way more. Like, I remember like just like a week ago, there's an instance where Portuguese words and Portuguese phrases started getting unbanned, and they were like really bad words. So in general right now in Roblox, for every single player, you can say a bunch of random stuff, and you can just swear and stuff like that and say a bunch of random phrases, and then a lot of inappropriate accounts are getting unbanned. So it's very weird what's going on. Now with that all being said, even though these phrases are unbanned and you can make accounts with them and stuff, I still recommend probably you shouldn't do it, because even though it is like Roblox's fault and a Roblox glitch, a lot of times they do go back and like ban people who make accounts like that and maybe give you a warning. So just be careful with all that going on, because not only are these words censored in the chat or uncensored in the chat, but you can also apply those to making a username. And a lot of people use that to make an opportunity to make an inappropriate username and stuff like that. But usually those accounts will get banned eventually when Roblox realizes. But also on top of all of that I just said, I'm pretty sure Roblox employees and like a bunch of like Roblox in general are just on break, you know, for the holidays and the new year. So there's no one right now to be on top of these issues right away, which is why they kind of been building up over the past few weeks. And like I said, it's kind of weird how this just happens. Like, how do you unban accounts from like 12 years ago by accident? It's very weird what's going on. But anyways, with that being said, let's get to our next story. Roblox Mobile being completely broken right now. So over the past like few weeks, and this entire month actually, I've seen a bunch of posts of people saying that Roblox mobile issues that they had over the course of like this year are starting to pop up again. So in this first one I've seen, a lot of people apparently, when they go into load into a game, it just never loads them in, and they're infinitely stuck in like a loading screen, which is very weird. And because of that, a lot of people just can't play Roblox right now. Now to be fair, this is a mobile issue, and the rest of these are mobile issues. And usually with mobile, there's kind of 2 ways to fix this. Number 1 is just reinstall Roblox completely, and then number 2, sometimes you actually have to wait for like a Roblox update. Apparently I've seen that happen before, but most of the time in reinstalling should hopefully work. But then with that, just today actually, this person tweeted out saying that the pink screen of death thing is kind of back, which if you aren't aware of what that is, for some reason Roblox just flashes pink and like white for some people, and it's unplayable. And usually though, it's on like the actual Roblox menu, but for these people it's happening in game now, so it seems like the issue is getting worse. And as we can see by a tweet, the person said they literally can't play Roblox right now. And also they said they're stuck on the joining server thing, which is once again the same issue that we just saw from that person. So not only are people stuck in the joining server thing for like a long time, but if they do eventually get into a server, they just are completely broken and it completely flashes white and pink. So for some reason right now, it seems like Roblox is completely unplayable for a lot of mobile users. And as I mentioned at the start of the video, we have seen these problems pop up throughout this year before. Like the pink screen of death has been going on for a while. However, I've never really seen it happen in game and this bad to this extent. So it seems like it's actually getting worse. And the other issue where people can't get into like a game, that loading one is a bit weird. We have seen a little bit of that before, but it wasn't that common. But right now, it seems to be getting pretty bad right now. And a lot of people can't play the game, and when they get into a game, it's completely broken, which is pretty awful. And I remember once when this pink screen of death glitch happened, a lot of people couldn't fix it, even reinstalling, and they literally had to wait for a Rolls update. So hopefully that's not the case this time, but Rolls Mobile is being completely broken right now. And also with that, I've seen these people on PC recently say this, where it says, Rolls encountered an unexpected error. Click OK to create a memory dump, then please share it on our support site, which is very interesting. I never really seen this error before. Like usually Roblox errors are just said like error and whatever, and then you just move on. But I've never seen a Rolls error where it says dump memory, which I don't even know what that means, maybe clear memory on your PC. And then it says also to countback support, which is very interesting. I never really seen an error like this on Roblox before, but it seems like on PC a lot of people have been getting this recently, which is very interesting. And anyways, with that being said, let's get into our next story, which is actually pretty insane. So let's let Chase Rain talk about this in this video. And basically what's been going on is that Roblox has this feature called edible images. And edible images allow you to like crop photos and stuff, add to Studio, something like that. And with that, a lot of people obviously add a bunch of images to Studio just like normally. You know, they use the feature how it was intended. However, there's a big glitch going on right now where you can literally upload anything. So anything super inappropriate, anything really bad to the platform, and Roblox actually doesn't properly moderate it. Now, it's not that simple. Chase Rain in the video mentioned how in order to get it completely bypassed, you have to input one line of code. And that's literally it. And as we can see in the video, he obviously didn't show it, and I'm not going to show it as well, but this one tiny line of code, which is like one sentence or less, that's it, and that can completely break Roblox. And if you add that to your game, you can input any inappropriate image and any inappropriate anything like that, which is really bad, obviously, because we've seen inappropriate stuff on Roblox before, but the fact that you can put any image makes it like 10 times worse. And because of that, apparently a lot of super inappropriate games have been popping up that bypass completely, and Rules hasn't caught on because they think they're using like the edible images feature. And because of that, there's a lot of inappropriate games and bad games popping up right now, and they're kind of destroying Roblox, which is pretty insane. I mean, overall, this is pretty insane because the fact that you can just put in one tiny line of code, which is like takes probably like 2 seconds, and then you can bypass anything, is actually just wild. And also with that, I've searched up like edible images to kind of see what the gist was, and apparently I've seen people add like videos with it or something like that. But also with that, I guess if they really wanted to, they can make super inappropriate videos and stuff in the platform as well, which makes it 10 times worse, obviously, because in image there's obviously a lot of bad things you can do, but with a video it can be even worse. And right now this is a big glitch going on, and a lot of inappropriate games and really bad games are popping up right now, and it's actually pretty insane. But anyways, with that being said, let's get to our next story of people being angry at Roblox games, and this is kind of interesting. So Charles here tweeted out saying, turns out there's an active market across a plethora of studios caching and imposing mobile games to Roblox. Absolutely shameless. And as you can see in their screenshot, not only do you just copy the game probably like exactly, but they also completely steal the icon. Now I've heard about this issue going on Roblox for a while, but I never knew that they steal it like all the icons and stuff to the extent of that, which is pretty crazy. And right now, a lot of the popular Roblox games popping up and stuff right now are just completely stolen from mobile games, and there's a bunch of studios doing this to like every popular studio or mobile game, which is pretty crazy because they steal literally everything. And there's kind of sort of a debate in the community of like, is this allowed, like is this bad, being inspired and stuff like that, because there are popular games that are inspired from mobile games, however they add their own spin to it and stuff like that. So, and I think personally that's fine, but when you go this far to even steal the icon stuff, that's when it's kind of a problem. And I've seen some people in the replies even saying that it's not bad at all because mobile games do this too. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think about this. Do you think these games are annoying, or do you think these games are fine? And anyways, if you enjoyed, check this video to find out all the good updates that happened to Roblox this year, or you watch our other video on Roblox is dying to find out all the bad updates that happened this year. And I'll see you in the next one.